Ever since Cloud Retainer was announced to be a playable character, many people were confused if she has a vision or not. But I'm here to tell you that she doesn't need one to use the power of a Nemo anyways. In fact, all of the Adepti don't need visions to manipulate the elements. They have something called the Third Eye. This was stated in an official insight written by the game developers. It's very interesting, since it contains some important lore info about the Adepti and specifically Xiao. We learned that the title of the Adepti in Chinese is Tree Eyes and Five Manifestations, and the Tree Eyes part refers to the Third Eye we spoke of earlier. The Adepti don't need visions to channel elemental energy, because they already have the Third Eye. This is why Cloud Retainer and the rest of the Adepti don't need visions. I'm sure some of y'all might ask, if the Adepti don't need visions, then why does Xiao and Ganyu have them? According to the same insight, Xiao also possesses the Third Eye, but also has a vision, and he wears it to fit in with the humans, since he's currently taking the form of one. And just because someone is an Adepti doesn't mean they can't obtain a vision. According to Ganyu's story, she obtained a vision that granted her power beyond her natural abilities. Could natural abilities refer to the Third Eye? I'm not sure, but it's a possibility, because, after all, her adeptal abilities are related to healing. And she's also capable of making sweet rains. Rain and healing are mostly associated with hydro, so could it be that Ganyu's Third Eye is the hydro element? And now I would like to talk about the Yakshas. Although it's obvious that they too possess a Third Eye, I would like to point out a cool detail. According to the same official developer insight, Xiao's mask is inspired by the Nuo masks. The Nuo mask is described to have an eye in the middle of the forehead. And interestingly enough, the masks of the Yakshas all seem to have something similar to an eye on their forehead. There's also this NPC who was a human pretending to be an Adepti, used a mask that has 3 eyes. This means that the Adepti are symbolized with 3 eyes. It's important to mention that the Adepti's Third Eye is not a literal physical eye, but instead it's just part of their power, or possibly part of their soul. It's an elemental power given to them by none other than Morax, the Prime Adeptus. It was stated that the illumination of the Adepti alongside the adeptal abilities were given to them by Morax. But wait, if Morax is the one who gave the Adepti the ability to manipulate the elements, then does that mean that he can use them too? Well, yes, because if he didn't, then how else would he give the Adepti their elemental abilities, also known as the Third Eye? And it's also implied that Morax used other elements before, like in the new animated collab cutscene where it's stated that Morax blessed Liu with wind and rain, which is a Nemo and Hydro. According to the book Stone Tablet Compilations, Volume 1, Morax lowered the tides, which are the sea levels. In other words, Hydro, or the time when Morax, alongside 3 other Adepti, used Dendro to create trees to suppress Azdaha. There's a domain called Taishan Mansion located in Jiyun Karst. This domain is stated to contain a massive amount of pyro energy, and it's implied to be built by Morax. Also, fun fact, it's one of the 2 places where the trials to determine if someone is worthy of becoming an Adeptus took place. And now you know that the Adepti don't need visions to use the elements, thanks to their Third Eye given to them by Morax.